Welcome back to another stream by the Varsity Sports Show. Today we are here out in Mesa, Arizona, covering beach volleyball and a matchup between the Mountain View Toros and the visiting Skyline Coyotes. Mountain View's coming into this game today 3-3 overall and 3-3 in sectional play, coached by head coach Heidi Hoops. Whereas the Skyline Coyotes coming in today are 3-8 overall, 3-8 in divisional play, and are coached by Kristen Saluli. And coming up here, we got our first pairing matchup today on this close side court. And that first point will go to the Toros after Skyline couldn't get that one quite over the net. And we will set up for the next serve. Point again goes to the Toros, making it 2-0 in this first set. Looks like they just had to move the scoreboard a little bit. Now we're good. What a diving save there by the Toros. And Skyline will set up. And they will get their first point on the board in this first match, making it 2-1. And that serve just went right out of bounds to the right side, making it Mountain View's point, and they will serve once again. And after a missed dive attempt to save that one, that point will go to Mountain View once again.
Ready for the little handshake, Mesa?
That one went sailed out of the back of the court. Point will go to Toros once again. Oh, and just went for the spike. Couldn't get that one quite over. Point will go to Skyline as they switch sides. That one just got over the net, and that'll go to the Toros once again. As we await the serve by Mountain View. And here they come setting it up. And they get it inbounds. Toros point once again. That one looked like it was going to go out, but they set it up. And that one does end up going out, and that'll go to the Coyotes. Score is now 6-4, Toros lead in this first set. As we await the serve. Nice diving save. Skyline thought that one was going to sail over, came up just short. Points will go to the Toros once again. making it 7-4. Here comes Mountain View setting up again. That one just tips over. And that one by Skyline doesn't tip over, came up just short as they tried to save it, and it sailed out of bounds. Toros point again, as they are up 8-4 now. That one came in like a heat-seeking missile. Skyline couldn't quite save that one again. Good play by the Toros, up 9-4. That was a great save there to keep that one in bounds, but the Toros come back. And here comes Skyline setting it up. And they go for a soft bump, which sets the Toros off their footing, getting them the point as they switch sides once again. That one looked like it was heading out of bounds, and it did, and that one will go to the Coyotes. That one goes just out of bounds, point to Skyline. As previously mentioned, Mountain View coming into this game today is 3-3 in divisional play. Skyline 3-8. Both of them looking to improve that record with this divisional game today. Some back and forth bumps over the net here, and here comes Mountain View setting it up. And Skyline responds, but that one goes just out of bounds. Point Mountain View. It looks like no timeout. My mistake. As Mountain View is getting ready to serve it up once again. And that one didn't quite get over the net, and the point will go to Skyline. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we are the Varsity Sports Show, and we are here in Mesa, Arizona, at a beach volleyball game between the Mountain View Toros hosting the Skyline Coyotes. If you are just tuning in. And so far, Mountain View has had the upper hand in this one as they notch themselves another point on the scoreboard, making it 10-7 in this first match. That one just gets over, and Mountain View wasn't there in time to get it. Point goes to Skyline. And it looks like we have a quick timeout here. So we're going to go ahead and take you guys to Coach Heidi Hoops in the meantime.
Oh, so number whatever she is 12. She's really short, and then the other one's like right behind her.
Yes.
So the deep is a good idea. The deep one, she shifts to the right side of the court, and then that one will pull a little bit barely. So try going deep right back, or sorry, that'd be deep left back. Think about going deep left back, like
That way?
so no. Like if they're on that side, then you would go to their left back.
Okay.
But
yeah.
just think no middle.
Yeah.
Either if you're gonna go short poke, she's right there for the short. So you either got to go to the side, and then if you're going deep, just go to the side a little bit, but not too much to the side. So it's really just got to make her move a little bit more. So
Yeah.
let's just do small changes of making a move.
Okay.
All right, I think we got it. I think we can just clean it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just little mistakes. So let's go all out, you know? Like, kind of thinking back to something I said against Westwood, like, just because you don't need your best to win doesn't mean we don't need to bring our best.
Yeah.
So let's go. Thank you.
Did you eat with that?
No, I haven't. I'm excited to, though. I should.
And that was Coach Heidi Hoops for Mountain View, hyping up her girls as we are set to resume play after that first time out. Toros are up 13-8 so far in this first match, and here comes the serve. Couldn't quite set that one up. But here come the Coyotes with a tip ball, and the Toros get the save. But the Coyotes still got the point. Some miscommunication there on who was going to go for that one at first. Point will go to Skyline, making it 13-9. And that one will go to Mountain View, as that was number 14, not able to set that one up, and it sailed out of bounds. Some miscommunication there on who was going to set that one up, but they still get it back over. But they are able to recover. That was a diving save, unfortunately sailed underneath the net, and that one will go to Skyline, making it 13-10. Excuse me, 14-10. And that was a beautiful tip, throwing them off guard. They were setting it up like they were going to sail it towards the back, but they just tipped it over the net, making it 15-10, Toros lead. That was a beautiful serve, as Skyline wasn't able to recover from the heat of that one, and it sailed out the back, making it 16-10, Mountain View. And they hit them again with the soft setup here. Mountain View's been doing a really good job at that so far, as Skyline's been prone to react to the big hit, but these last few points, Mountain View showcased their ability to keep them guessing, hitting it shorter than anticipated, making it 17-10, Mountain View. And here comes Skyline looking to respond quickly here. Diving save there to get it over, but unfortunately they didn't have enough strength on that one, and it sailed underneath as Skyline notches himself back on the board, making it 17-11. As we switch sides here real quick. And if you're just tuning in, again, we are the Varsity Sports Show out here in Mesa, Arizona, out at Mountain View High School, where they are hosting the Skyline Coyotes. And the score here in this first one is 17-11. So far, the Toros have looked like they've had full control over this match, keeping Skyline guessing on every single turn. That one sailed just out, going to Skyline, as a result of that, making it 17-12. And here comes the Skyline serve. And that one will go to Mountain View. Unfortunately, due to the ball sailing out on that set, Skyline looks to regroup here as they are down 18-12, as Mountain View is just 3 away from winning this first set. That was a miracle as the ball tipped over and it looked like they were going to save that one, but they didn't, as Skyline has gotten 3 quick ones here and they're on a 3-1 little run right here in their hopes to come back and win this one. What a save there, but unfortunately it wasn't enough, as Mountain View is just ready for everything they've thrown at them so far, and they have responded with keeping them guessing still, and that is why they lead by 6 now, just 2 away from winning this first set. That one landed just on the line, just enough to get Skyline a point here, making it 19-14 here. That one sailing far right out of bounds, landing in the trash can for those who can't see, giving that one to Skyline, making it 19-15. Bad serve on that one, as the point will go to the Toros, making it 20-15, and they are switching sides here real quick, and they are 1 point away from winning this first set. That one just sailing over the net, but here come the Toros, and that one sailed way out of bounds, way far back, giving it to Skyline, making it 20-16. Toros still lead, and still 1 point away from closing out this first game. Diving save there by the Toros, as Skyline hopes to control possession of this one. That one just gets over, and the next one went just under, giving the point to Skyline once again, making it a score of 20-17 now, as Skyline's gone on quite the little run here in an attempt to win this first set. Mountain View again hitting them with that little tab, but it looks like the Coyotes have adjusted to that this time around after surrendering a few points to that one, and they just get that one over net as well, making it 20-18, as they are now within 2 of tying it. For those unaware, every game until the third set will go to 21, and you have to win by 2. So if they tie it, we could be looking to go into some back and forth rallies here. But that all goes out the door as Mountain View cashes in that last point, winning this first set 21-18. Oh, it looks like they turned that one back, and that one actually went to Skyline, so it is now a score of 20-19. after conversing with the ref. But it looks like they'll do so again. Excuse me, now it looks like they've given that point back to Mountain View, making it 21-18. That's what the scoreboard says, but we will wait for a final answer from the ref here. And it looks like they did give the point to Mountain View, as the girls are going to get some water here. And we'll tune you guys in to Coach Heidi Hoops.
This is like the hottest day we played. So, regardless, it's hot for everybody, so that's an equalizer. But we gotta stop hitting short to whatever number she is. Like,
I think we just need to talk about it because, like, I feel like I would know better if, like, we talk to each other.
okay.
Because, like, when we're hitting, we're not.
Yeah.
Because you can't.
So after we set, you don't need to look at your hitter. They're not blocking. So either you're hitting it in the net and the game's over, or they're hitting it over. So you really don't need to be looking at your hitter. So after you make your set, look and scan and tell them, yeah. And typically it's going to be either deep corner works. If you're going to go short, it has to go to 14 though. I think we're giving too many balls to 12.
Yeah.
Too many short balls that are easy to her, or when we go deep, they're just straight.
Yes.
So we just don't stress too much about like the deep factor. At least make a move.
Yeah.
Got to make a move first. So, I think we cleaned those two things up and we got it. And then just be ready for their shorts. I think they've kind of caught us off guard a couple times on some short shots, but I think with that she's decently easy to read. At least 12. Like when she brings it back, that's deep. When she's this, that's all she's doing. She's not really poking deep. So this is short, that's deep. So let's just talk it up a little bit more about where to hit, and I think we can win better. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
You're mic'd up a little bit, but only during timeouts apparently.
I'll stay quiet.
That's what I said. I was like, okay,
That was head coach Heidi Hoops coaching up her girls, as they did end up winning that first set. And we are going to wait to start the second one. So far, it is Mountain View 1, Skyline 0. And that first point will go to Mountain View. There they are, hitting them with the tip again, but it looks like Skyline's adjusted and is trying to respond with the tip again. But Mountain View shows they own the right to that move, making it 1-1. If you're just tuning in once again, we are in Mesa, Arizona, covering beach volleyball between the Mountain View Toros and the Skyline Coyotes. In this first match, we are currently witnessing Mountain View winning 1-0 overall, and we are in the second game of this set with the score of 1-1. Make that 2-1 as Mountain View notches themselves another point.
Serves on your side, strong serve.
Looks like we had a scoreboard malfunction here, as the ref reminds them to pay attention here. So the score is 2-2. That one looked like it may have sailed out of bounds, but Skyline saves it nonetheless and barely gets that one over the top. That one lands just inside playing field, giving that one to Skyline, making it 3-2 Coyotes. Looked like they were trying to set themselves up for one, but they eventually set it up for the other team as it sailed out of bounds. Skyline just getting that one in bounds as Mountain View inadvertently assisted them on that one, making it 4-2 Skyline lead. And here they come back with the tip, and Skyline wasn't able to adjust in time for that one, and the Toros bring themselves within one, making it 4-3 Skyline.
Like that shot, Mason. It's just annoying that that close. Splitting you, but it kind of makes for a good shot too, because you could see both of them that close together.
Mountain View ties this one up now, making it 4-4. Unfortunately, Skyline was trying to set themselves for a big one, and it could not get it over, surrendering the lead to Mountain View, making it 5-4 now, as the Toros have gone on quite the little run here now, after being down 4-2 early. That one goes just right out of bounds, giving it back to Skyline, making it a tie game now at 5-5. If you're just tuning in, I am Ben Munawera for the Varsity Sports Show, and we are out here in Mesa, Arizona at Mountain View High School watching some sectional play here for girls beach volleyball between the Mountain View Toros and the Skyline Coyotes. And so far, we are in the second set of this first game. Mountain View is up 1-0, and in this set, it is tied 5-5, as we've had some exciting action now in this second game, with Mountain View going up 6-5 now. That one couldn't quite get over, and it is now 6-6 tie game. They were trying to chip that one just over and couldn't quite making it, giving it to Mountain View, with Mountain View leading now 7-6. Oh, and unfortunately, she was trying to set her up and she couldn't quite get there in time, making it 7-7 now. And we've got a tie game here. So far, this one's gone quite back and forth, just like the end of the first set. If you weren't here in time for that first set, Mountain View ended up winning 21-18, I believe, as Mountain View controlled the game for majority of that one, as Skyline made a comeback late in it, but didn't quite get there in time. But so far, Skyline has seemed to dictate this one. But now we have a back and forth game here with Mountain View going up 8-7. It feels like it's a tie game every other point here at Mountain View High School. That one just bounced back over, and that was Skyline tipping it right back to the Toro girls, making it 8-8 as we have a tie once again in this second set.
I'd say you could get either serve relatively right now.
And there is Mountain View hitting them with that tip that they've been hitting with so far this entire set and game in general, putting them back in the lead, up 9-8. And it looks like Skyline's starting to pick up the energy here as they have been sending in missiles over to the other side here. Mountain View unable to recover from the speed of that one as we are tied once again here, 9-9. And Mountain View is giving them that same energy now, trying to keep them on their feet as they may have looked to try to set one up there, but they gave it right back to them, allowing the Coyotes to do so themselves. But here come the Toros. No tip this time, hitting it back to the left corner, putting themselves in the lead now, 10-9. As we await the serve. That one going just in bounds, giving the point to Skyline, making it 11-9, Coyote lead. So we have a scoreboard check here. Ref just wanting to confirm the score. Looks like it is actually 10-10. The Toros were trying to set themselves up, but couldn't get there quite in time. And it looks like we're getting another quick water timeout here for the girls. Here comes Coach Hoops, and we will send it over to her.
Ask Quinn and Emma. All right, talk to me. We feeling frustrated? Okay. So we seem a little frustrated. Let's shake that right now. We'll play better if we can wipe that frustration for now. But yeah. So what I was gonna say, we have the right ideas. We're still hitting to them. You know, we know that 14 or whatever standing really mid. So you just gotta turn. So even if that means like the times you're turning it, they're scoring. So even if that means like angling your approach a little bit more, but you know, maybe take off a little because you don't want it to go out, but like angle if that helps where to hit. But we gotta stop hitting right to 14. But this is my challenge to you guys to the end of the game. Let's wipe our frustrations. Let's smile a little bit. We look a little peeved. Let's smile, Katie. Yeah, okay. Let's hype it up. And let's go all out right now. All out right now. Okay? Getting our angles more, not going to 12 short. Time to go. Time to go. Let's get it. Let's hype it up. Let's get a little sass from you, Zanya. Sass it up. Let's go. No, it's fine. I didn't know they were on technical.
We are back now, as that is Coach Heidi Hoops hyping up our girls, Zanya Evans and Katie Goodman. As you heard, she was trying to get them to calm down, calm those nerves as cool minds prevail. And they are currently down, or excuse me, they are up 12-10. And we had a bad serve there. by Jaden Wright for Skyline. That one sailing way left into the other court. Point to Skyline, making it 13-11. Skyline lead. But the Toros get another quick one back after a mal serve by, that was Jaden Wright. And the Toros have tied this one up now, making it 13-13 after a quick bad serve and another easy point there. That was Jaden hitting another missile, sailing it out of bounds, making it 14-13, Coyotes lead. Here comes Carly Jones with the serve. And that was Katie Goodman securing the point for the Toros now, making it another tie. It's felt like this entire set here, it's been 8-8, 9-9, 10-10, 11-11, 13-13, and now 14-14. Here comes Katie Goodman with the serve. Having a quick little delay here as the ref went to go confirm something for another match. And the girls will talk it over for a little bit while they have the opportunity. And once again, if you're just tuning in now, we are the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Ben Munawara here, calling this game for you. We are out in Mesa, Arizona at Mountain View High School, covering beach volleyball between the Mountain View Toros and the Skyline Coyotes. And in this match, we are covering for the Coyotes, Carly Jones, number 14, and Jaden Wright, number 12 for Skyline. And for the Toros, we have Katie Goodman and Zanya Evans, with a score of 15-14, Skyline leading. And as I say that, they surrender a quick point, making it 16-14. And here comes Katie with the serve. And here comes Katie with the point, as they notch themselves two quick ones now, earning themselves the lead. Looks like we have another quick timeout here by Mountain View, as Coach Heidi Hoops hopes to get her girls in the right headspace. And we will send it over to her.
Well, that girl keeps like scooting over, so then I just go middle.
Way to fire it up out there.
I'd say so. You feel a little better?
Yeah.
You guys are talking better? Yeah, it looks fun. Good shots. Good line shots. Keep it up. Keep up the serves.
It works when like we tell each other we're not.
That's really helpful.
Good.
All good?
Let's keep talking to each other.
True.
Yes. And I think serving 14 is good.
Yeah.
So keep
I
it up.
think it's just like sometimes they pull really far this way, and then I just like
Yeah.
like they pull really
both
close
go really
together.
Yes. And then the whole line is open,
Yeah.
which
Or,
is
like,
great.
They're really close in the middle.
Yeah. Well, great. I think you guys are doing the right challenge from technical of having better, energy. So let's keep it up. Let's keep up that energy.
Let's go.
Yes.
Sorry. Kind of weird.
That was head coach Heidi Hoops, hoping to keep the energy and keep the good spirits for her girls as they are up 17-14 in the second set of this first match. They are up 1-0 overall. They're hoping to put this one away sooner than later. And here comes Katie Goodman with the serve. And that one looked to be a little too strong by Skyline's Carly Jones. And that will give Mountain View a 4-point lead now, giving them an 18-14 lead overall. That was a brilliant save by Carly. But it looks like it may have gone out of bounds beforehand, and that point will go to Skyline, making it 18-15, Toros leading still. Here comes Jaden Wright with the serve. Brilliant save there by Katie, getting it back in time for her teammate to keep it up. But that one by Jaden came in too hot, too fast, giving them the point. But they are still down 18-16 as Skyline hopes to keep themselves in this one, making it 1-1 overall. That was a heads-up play there by Katie, realizing it wasn't going to go over, but to no avail. Or excuse me, to an avail, because they did get that point, making it 19-16 now, as they hope to close this one out with another quick 2 points. And that was Zanya Evans with the serve, who served it hot to Jaden Wright as Jaden tried to set that one up, but to no avail as Mountain View notched themselves 1 point away from closing out this first series. This first set, excuse me. And that was Jaden getting that one just out of bounds, notching the ball to over here. And that will be the end of the first set, with Mountain View winning 2-0 overall. And the pair in that one was Mountain View's Katie Goodman and Zanya Evans, winning 2-0 versus Skyline's Carly Jones and Jaden Wright. And we will send you guys to Heidi Hoops talking to her girls following that victory.
Like it's hard to say, hey, like let's turn it around, but if you guys are feeling that, I feel like you can feel when you're starting to get in a slump, but to recognize and say, hey, like we got to start talking more, and at least even if you're maybe not comfortable saying, hey partner, let's talk, at least you start talking more, which in turn will get your partner to start talking more.
Yeah.
So, you know, I would like it to not be me that has to pull you out and like get you back, but regardless, I'm happy that you guys turned it around, and when I challenged you guys to fire it up, you guys did. So proud of you for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's hard. That's not the easiest thing to do. I will go off of that and say, like, I know it can be like, did you guys feel that slump?
Yeah.
You guys recognize it within yourselves?
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be uncomfortable to like point it out, especially when you're doing it yourself. It's hard to be like, hey, partner, and myself, like, we gotta switch it up. We gotta do this. We gotta be happier, fake smile or something. So it can be uncomfortable, but
I'm Mason Collins with
for a moment is worth winning the game.
Yeah.
Totally.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
And just playing and having fun is worth it. So I'm proud of you guys.
Yeah. Good job. Way to get the dub. What you watching, Emma?
And that was Coach Heidi Hoops coaching up her girls following that 2-0 victory. And a little late, but we're going to send you to that pregame interview with the aforementioned Heidi Hoops. talking to us at the Varsity Sports Show on what she expects for the day.
I'm Mason Collins with Varsity Sports, here with Mountain View head coach Heidi Hoops. Heidi, what did you say to your team leading up to today's match?
I told them to work hard and have fun and play their hearts out today.
You competed against Westwood just a couple days ago and won that match. What did you like most about your team against Westwood?
Overall, I think all of my teams against Westwood were serving really well, which put us ahead of the game. So,
Heidi, thank you very much.
thanks.
That was head coach Heidi Hoops before the game, and now we're going to send you to the pregame interview with Kristen Saluli for the Skyline Coyotes.
I'm Mason Collins with Varsity Sports, here with Skyline head coach Kristen Seuli. Coach, what did you say to your team heading up to today's match?
I always say bring your attitude and your effort and give it your all.
And you played against Red Mountain last match. What are you hoping to build and improve on in today's match?
More talking, more finding the holes. We don't have rain today, so it's nice weather.
Yes.
Use that to our advantage.
Coach, thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome. Sorry, I had to get in the way.
That was Skyline head coach Kristen Saluli speaking to us on what she expects from the girls today. So far, we had one game in this first court here between Katie Goodman and Zanya Evans for Mountain View, beating Skyline's Jaden Wright and Carly Jones 2-0. And now we are waiting for our next pair between Mountain View's Emery Lee and Serenity Croshenable and Skyline's Avery Whitbank and Kristen Beckwith. And as we wait for this next match to start, we are going to send you guys to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. With an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show out here in Mesa, Arizona, covering girls beach volleyball at Mountain View High School between the Mountain View Toros and the Skyline Coyotes. If you're just tuning in, we are getting ready for our second game after our first one. It was a 2-0 victory by the Toros between Katie Goodman and Zanya Evans for Mountain View, beating Skyline's Carly Jones and Jaden Wright. Up next, we have a game between Mountain View's Emery Lee and Serenity Cronschnable and Skyline's Kristen Beckworth and Avery Whitbank.
Great serve.
Fire serve. Way to hold up the family name.
This will be a fun game over here, these threes.
Lines are nice.
Yeah. I'm glad we got new ones. The reason why we like them is because of the little orange tab that shows us where midline is, so they can actually be the right.
Well, that's what the clips are for.
Well, these aren't adjustable. These ones aren't adjustable. Mm-mm.
The old ones were supposed to be.
But they weren't.
They weren't.
So
It's just so funny.
they just stretched out over time too. These will do the same, but for now they're good.
They do make a big difference though.
Yeah.
So
Oh. It's a good try. Looks like we're going back to the first pass struggle here. Here we go, one pass.
Nice work. That's a nice ball. Nice job.
Breaking?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Especially after the rain.
Should I go walk in it? I'm just
Go
kidding.
in.
No, I
Go
sprayed it
right.
out.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It was hot. Plus, I knew that since we're doing a night game, it might get dusty. Great
Nice
shot,
goal.
Amy.
Good pick.
That was some good old nat sound from Coach Heidi Hoops, coaching the other game on the far court over here, and we are set to get started on this duo, and it'll be Emery Lee with the first serve here. That first point will go to Skyline over here, as Serenity could not keep that one in bounds. And this will be Avery Whitbank with the next serve. And that was a diving attempt by Emery Lee after a poor set by Serenity, unfortunately, giving it Skyline a quick 2-point lead in this second game. That was a great save by Emery and an even closer, almost better one by Serenity to get that one back over after the save. But that is now 3 quick by the Coyotes, giving them a 3-0 lead to start this first game. And it looks like Skyline gave up a quick one there after a mouse serve by Avery Whitbank. And that will put the Toros on the board. And here comes Serenity with the serve. And a quick mishap was barely saved there by Kristen. But despite that, they get the point as Mountain View sends it flying out the back, giving Skyline the 4-1 lead to start this one. And this will be Kristen with the serve. Brilliant tap there by Emery of Mountain View, catching Skyline off guard as they were getting ready for a big windup, giving them another quick one here to make the score 2-4. Skyline leads. And this will be Kristen Beckwith with the serve. And she served that one right to fruition as the score is now 6-1 Skyline after that last point had to be corrected there. And we will switch sides now. If you're just tuning in, this is the Varsity Sports Show. I am Ben Munawara out here in Mesa, Arizona at Mountain View High School, hosting a beach volleyball game with the Mountain View Toros and the Skyline Coyotes. This is our second game out here this afternoon. First one was between Mountain View's Katie Goodman and Zanya Evans and Skyline's Carly Jones and Jaden Wright. And it was a 2-0 victory from Katie and Zanya of Mountain View. And we are now in our second game between Mountain View's Emery Lee and Serenity Cronshnable and Skyline's Kristen Beckwith and Avery Whitbank. And Skyline is leading 6-2. It looks like they're having another quick score adjustment after Serenity has spoken to the ref. And the ref has now confirmed it is 6-3 Skyline lead. And That was Kristen trying to keep that one in for Skyline, which will give Mountain View a 4-6 deficit, but another point in hopes of tying the lead, or tying the score, excuse me. That was Serenity with the quick tap, but Skyline was ready for it and sends another quick one back at them, and here comes Serenity winding up for another one, and she does get them off guard this time, and that was Avery Wiltbank, excuse me, unable to make the save, and it is now 6-5, and Mountain View is climbing themselves back into this one. And that was a high set by Kristen and a good placed hit by Avery, putting Skyline back in the lead by 2. And unfortunately, missed that one. Missing that one was Emery Lee of Mountain View, giving Skyline another point, making it 8-5. Skyline leading this one so far. And here comes Emery setting it up for Serenity as she tries to spike it over, but hits the net, giving Skyline a chance to adjust. But that was Kristen hitting the net, giving the point to Mountain View anyways. And we have ourselves a 2-point game once again as we switch sides. And we will await the serve from Mountain View's Serenity. And Serenity looked like she was going to take that one, but instead set it up for her fellow Toro, Emery, who tapped that one as Skyline was preparing for the spike, but ended up getting a tap just over the net, giving the point to Mountain View, making it 7-8 now. Mountain View is within 1 after being down 4-1 early on. Skyline responding well to those big hitters now by Serenity. And that was Kristen Beckwith hitting that one deep back left of the court, giving them a 3-point lead, or excuse me, a 2-point lead once again. And that was a good setup there, some good teamwork between the Toro girls as Serenity smacked that one right side, and Skyline wasn't ready for it. And it is now 8-9, and it is a 1-point game now. And that was a good job by Kristen Beckwith. So far this afternoon, not just this game, but between the other game with the other pair, we've seen both these girls, both the teams have very good instinct to know when to smack it deep and when to tap it up close, as a lot of the points I've seen so far this afternoon have been keeping the other team guessing, and that comes from good coaching between the teams, excuse me. And during all that, we had a score change. It is now 10-9, Skyline leading, still a 1-point game as Serenity serves us off here. There was Mountain View Serenity trying to catch them off guard with a tap, as Skyline barely got that one over. And there was Emery hitting it back, and there was Kristen trying to catch them off guard there, but instead hit the net, giving Mountain View the point, and it is now a tie game. Mountain View's brought themselves back to this one after being down 3 at one point early on, when it was 4-1. Now it is 10-10, and we'll see Mountain View Serenity serve us off here once again. That was a good knuckleball, but Mountain View responds. That one sailing too far out from Skyline's Avery Wiltbank, giving Mountain View the point now, and that is giving Mountain View the lead now, which they are leading now for the first time in this first set by a score of 11-10, and we have a timeout now, and we will send you guys to Coach Heidi Hoops.
I only have one thing.
Okay. Then you say.
I guess. I'm seeing really good things out there.
Yeah.
One thing I really like, it looks like the other. Yeah. Talking. When you're having fun, you're talking. Right? And when you're talking and having fun, you're usually. So, good job. Keep doing that. I only have one challenge for you, Emery. I want to see you hit that line. Like we were working on yesterday. Remember?
Mhm.
You're what?
I said I'm so sad I missed that.
Oh, yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's your challenge.
Okay.
And for Ren, your challenge is option a ball.
Ooh, yeah.
These are good challenges. I'll take that.
Yeah.
So a set over or look like you're in a set, just lose your hand or something.
Mhm.
Sound good?
Okay.
And be ready for some
But you gotta,
short
you gotta
shots.
know where they are.
Does it count if I trick? Like I've been like looking like I'm option, but then I'll set.
No, that doesn't count.
Okay. I did that once.
Yeah. Be ready for short. Potentially. Be ready for short shots from them.
That was Mountain View head coach Heidi Hoops coaching her girls up as they have taken the lead now in this close game. And here is Serenity Croshenable serving us up once again this game. Looks like the girls were exchanging setups there as they didn't expect both of those to go out, or excuse me, over. Here's Emery setting up for Serenity once again, and Serenity hits them with the tip, and Kristen saves it. Thought it was going to go over, but ended up coming right back to her, and Avery wasn't able to save it. So Mountain View is now up 2 points total by a score of 12-10 as they are increasing their newfound lead. And that serve by Serenity was a bit of another missile there as Kristen was unable to control that one, giving Mountain View another point, making it 13-10 in this first game. And that was Serenity's serve, barely getting it over, but Kristen was able to save it. And here comes Emery setting up for Serenity once again. And she served up another missile in the back middle of the court, increasing the lead to 4 now. And that was Serenity serving it up another quick one. And that was Kristen unable to control it once again, as Serenity has given Mountain View 3 quick points here just off of good serves. That was a good save by Avery to keep it in alongside Emery, but Serenity was unable to get low enough to get that one over. And the point will go to Skyline, making it 15-11. That one going just out of bounds by Serenity, making it 15-12 Skyline points. And that was Avery Wilbank trying to set up the spike for Skyline, but it did not go over the net, giving Mountain View a 4-point lead once again, 16-12, as the girls will switch sides here again. And that was Emery Lee serving up a missile as well. So not just Serenity, but Emery has been having good points off of serve so far this game for Skyline, or excuse me, for Mountain View. But Skyline responds as that was Serenity trying to block that one back to Skyline's side, but it went straight down to the sand. That one was a bit too strong by Avery Wilbank, going straight out of bounds out of the back, making it 18-13, giving Mountain View a 5-point lead in this first game. That one too soft by Mountain View's Serenity Crunchable, making it 18-14 now, back to a 4-point lead. And here comes Serenity once again. But it sailed left as she shanked it just a bit too much, making it an 18-14 game now. Excuse me, 15. Here's Serenity setting it up for Emery. And Emery tapped it, and it looked like Avery was trying to set it up for Kristen, but she wasn't able to react in time, making it 19-15, Toros leading. And that was Avery Wilbank setting up her fellow teammate Kristen Beckwith with the quick dagger down the middle, giving Skyline the point, making it a 3-point game now, 19-16, Toros lead. That was Skyline's Avery Wilbank serving up a dagger of herself straight to Mountain View's Emery Lee, as she was unable to control that one, making it a 2-point game now as Skyline is trying to climb back into this one after leading early. And that was Emery Lee serving up the spike as Kristen Beckwith looked like she might have saved it, but it bounced right off of her out of bounds, giving the point to Mountain View, giving them a 3-point lead once again and 1 point away from finishing off this first game. That one barely sailed over by Serenity, but she gets another chance to end it right now as that one hit the net again, hit the sand, giving Mountain View the point and the win in this first match. So that will be a 1-0 lead by Mountain View's Emery Lee and Serenity Questionable versus Skyline's Christian Beckwith and Avery Wilbank. And the girls will look to get some water here as they get ready for the next game. And we will send you guys over to head coach Heidi Hoops.
Yeah, we'll go over here so you don't have to face the sun. Like, stand on that side.
Get confused. Okay, Emery, you're doing good. Okay, your swing is good, which is great. I just want you to get that shot, right, into the corner. So,
Little.
a little deeper, right? And maybe it was the set was just a little too far forward, and that's why you had to do it. So I'm not like, why didn't you do it here? So you're good.
Did you option?
I did not. I was going to with one ball because she got it really high and nice.
Hey.
Whoa. But then I took my eye off the ball, and it kind of like distorted me a little bit. So I was like, I'll just set it.
Yeah. Open it up. Get creative.
Yeah.
Anything. If you're like need to pass the ball, just take a glance, and you can set it right behind you. Whatever. But get in that habit of checking to see if it's open, right? Or even you can set like this, Set your partner. Or,
Oh, I thought you meant like, I was like, I can't do that.
either set your partner or you just
Yeah.
set yourself up.
Yeah.
Got it.
Let's go.
Okay, Emery.
Let's get it.
Challenge.
I got it.
New challenge. Well, we're gonna add on. So you got your line. You still have to get. You gotta get the shot.
Deep shot line.
Deep shot. The cross short.
She's actually got a couple of those in the first. I did one.
I believe you. So it should be easy.
Do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's
Okay,
go.
let's get it.
Let's go. My work.
How are we doing over here?
That was Toro's head coach Heidi Hoops giving her girls a message to go into this next one as they are up 1-0 and hope to close it out to avoid having to play that third round. Once again, if you're just tuning in, I'm Ben Munawera here with the Varsity Sports Show out here in Mesa, Arizona at Mountain View High School, covering girls beach volleyball between the Mountain View Toros and the Skyline Coyotes. In a match before this, we had Mountain View's Katie Goodman and Xenia Evans win in a 2-0 game against the Coyotes, and now we are here watching Emery Lee and Serenity Cronshnable and Skyline's Christian Beckwith and Avery Wiltbank. And Mountain View has a 1-0 lead overall, and in this one they have a 1-2 lead, or a 2-1 lead overall. The Toros are up 4-0 early on in this one. Make that 5-0 as Emery Lee is stirring up dimes right now. As the Skyline girls are unable to control those hot serves by Serenity and Emery. But as I say that, it seems like they used too much gas as that one sailed out of bounds, giving Skyline their first point of this game, making the deficit only 4 now. And that was a diving save attempt by Serenity, but that was coming off the good hit by Avery Wiltbank, making the score 5-2 now, as the lead has gone from 5-3 quickly in these last 2 turns. Here is Kristen with the serve. And that one was just too low for Mountain View's Emery Lee, as Skyline gets another point, making it 5-3 overall. That was a good save by Emery Lee. And here comes Avery setting it up for her teammate Kristen, but she mistimed that one as it sailed down to the ground on their side, giving the point to Mountain View, making it 6-3 now. And here's Serenity coming back with the hot hand here as Kristen was unable to control that one, making the lead 7-3, giving themselves a 4-point lead once again. That one comes flying towards us over here at the broadcast desk. And that was another point for Mountain View, giving them a lead of 8-3 now. That was a beautiful diving save by Kristen to get that one in time for her teammate Avery. And they ended up getting the point off of that one. So make that 8-4 now. As Skyline is hanging on in this one and refusing to give Mountain View full control in this game. It's the plays like those that keep you in the game. as Serenity tried to make one of those plays herself, but couldn't quite control it, sailing left out of bounds, making it 8-5 now. Skyline only down by 3. And that was Avery Wiltbank with the hot hand, a little too hot, as that one sailed out of bounds, giving Mountain View another easy one, making the score 9-5. Mountain View leading by 4 once again. And that was Serenity with the very hot hand once again, as we've seen her serve up some very vicious fast balls here for Mountain View. That one sailed just in the back middle of the court, giving them a 5-point lead once again, as the score is now 10-5. And that was Emery complimenting her teammate there on a good serve, as Skyline was unable to recover that one before it hit the ground, giving them a 6-point lead now. 11-5, Mountain View leading. And that was Serenity trying to set up her teammate, but it sailed too far out of bounds as Emery couldn't get there in time, making it 11-6 now. Skyline trying to mount a comeback to tie this one up. And Serenity hits that one just too hard, sailing out of bounds out of the back left of the court, giving the point to Skyline, as it is now 7-11. That one just getting over the net by Serenity, and here comes Kristen. And Emery hits that one a little too hard. Once again, the Toros a little too hot with their hands. They are sailing them out of bounds, and Skyline is reaping the benefit of that, making it 8-11. Some miscommunication on who hit that one, as Serenity ended up bumping it into the air, and Emery was forced to get the next hit, but couldn't get there in time, as Skyline is inching closer towards tying this one up. That was Serenity with the quick bump over the net, and Kristen could not get there in time, making it 12-9 Mountain View. And it looks like we're going to get another quick timeout here, as we will send you to Mountain View head coach Heidi Hoops.
Yeah, I think part of it's reaction.
Yeah.
More water?
Do you need some? We've got a whole Gatorade thing. Good job. Playing well. I like to see it.
I'm trying to I really I want to just be able to set it over. But I think I'm just really worried about it not being clean.
You're nervous about being clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
He's pretty strict.
He is a little bit strict. So.
That's okay.
I'm just I'm worried it's not gonna be clean.
Well, but think about it.
You gotta learn.
Right, and it's no different than setting your partner. So, if you're not as nervous setting your partner, just think about just another set.
True.
You know,
Can't be
and
afraid.
it's just it's even a short set, so you don't need to think about all the power to put on it. Just a little dink, right up and over. Just try it, and even if here's the other thing, if it's not successful, at least in their heads, they're thinking you can do it. So that gets in their head at least something. So even if it's not successful, it opens things up.
Yeah.
All right, keep it up. Let's go.
That was Mountain View head coach Heidi Hoops, keeping her girls' heads in the game, as they are still in the lead here, 12-9, 1-0 overall in this game. Once again, if you're just joining us now, I'm Ben Munawera for the Varsity Sports Show, and we are out here in Mesa, Arizona, covering girls beach volleyball between the Mountain View Toros and the Skyline Coyotes. This game is between Mountain View's Serenity Croshnable and Emery Lee and Skyline's Kristen Beckwith and Avery Wiltmink, as the Toros are leading now 13-9. 1-0 overall in the game once again. As here comes Serenity with the serve. Once again, sailing just too far back, giving Skyline a quick point there, making it 10-13 now. And Avery miscalculated where she was going to set that one up for Kristen. And Mountain View gets another quick one there, making it 13-10. Or excuse me, 13-11. That one just getting over the net from Avery, and here comes Serenity with the spike. Just a little too much oomph on it, making it 13-12 now, as it is now a 1-point game from Skyline. And Skyline has tied this one now, as Serenity lost control of that one, as the Coyotes are hoping to send this one to a third game. And here comes Avery with the serve. And that was Emery Lee hitting that one just out of bounds, making it 14-13 as Skyline is in the lead once again. There's Avery's serve, and Serenity thought she was setting it up, but ended up hitting it over the net regardless, as Kristen does the same. And Serenity gets another chance to hit it hard, but ends up just bumping it over, tying the game up once again now, as it is now 14-14 tie game. And just before the serve, we're going to have some communications between the girls for Skyline as they try to decipher what went wrong on that last point. And here comes Emery with the serve. That one sailing just out of bounds, giving Skyline the lead once again, 15-14. There's Kristen's serve coming up just shorter than expected, but Emery still gets the save nonetheless and taps it just back over to Skyline, and Kristen could not get there in time, tying the game up once again, 15-15. That serve just a little too short, shorter than expected from Mountain View's Serenity Croshnable, making it a 16-15 lead now for Skyline as we get closer to the end of this one. Skyline is hoping to push this one to a third game. And there's the serve from Avery that just gets over the net, and it hits the ground immediately, giving Mountain View no time to react. And that is now a 2-point lead now by Skyline. So they're now 4 away from sending this to a third game. And we had a quick delay here as a ball from another court seems to have flown in. Kristen gets rid of that one, and we will now see the serve from Avery. And there's Serenity finally getting one of those hard hitters just in on the line, giving them the point, making it a 1-point deficit now, 17-16. As Mountain View is hoping to not send this one to 3 and closing it out with a 2-0 victory. That was Skyline's Avery Wiltbank responding to that nice setup by her teammate, making it 18-16. That was a good save by Kristen and an even better one by Avery. And Serenity tries with the trickery, but sails it out of bounds, giving Skyline a 3-point lead now, and they are now 2 away from sending this one to 3. Kristen Beckwith again with the diving saves here, keeping Skyline in this game. Here comes the serve from Skyline's Kristen Beckwith, and that one just gets over the net, saved by Serenity. And Skyline will respond. And that was another good save by Serenity, but Emery could not position herself to get that one, as the score is now 20-16, as Skyline is 1 point away from sending this one to a third game. And it looks like they will, as Serenity could not quite set that one up for her teammate. And we will have a third game now in this best of 3 pairs match between Skyline's Kristen Beckwith and Avery Wiltbank, and Mountain View's Serenity Constable and Emery Lee, as the ref will quickly determine who serves first. And we will await this third game. And it looks like Mountain View won the toss, and they will serve first. If you're not aware, first 2 games are a best of 21, and you have to win by 2. But this third game is a best of 15, still needing to win by 2. And just before, we will send you to head coach Heidi Hoops, trying to get her girls' heads in the right space after dropping that one and forcing it to a third game.
Okay. I think we're dwelling on our mistakes a little bit too much. We're getting frustrated. Okay. Just need to let that go. Okay. And an embarrassing way to do it is to shake it out. See? Now you don't even care.
There you go.
Okay. Perfect. So now that's over. We got that taken care of. We're not dwelling on mistakes. We're gonna focus on what's gonna happen. All right. So who you focused on? Who we serving?
Who we targeting?
Short girl. Okay. Where does she like to make shots?
Usually deep corner because me and Emery keep pulling too short.
Okay. Well, stay disciplined. All right.
Okay.
Don't give up too much short. Right. But you're there. You can get the one sleep. Right?
Yeah.
So both of you are gonna do that. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's all I got right now.
Take a breath.
I want to do that. I want to go high.
Yeah. They don't need that momentum hype. Let's come out ready to go. Let's get sassy, fiery Emery going. You know what I mean? Okay. And let's be confident out there. Okay.
Trash, is that what you said?
No,
She left.
not actual trash.
Well, whatever you said that.
Like silently, silent trash, or just to rent. You can like, yeah.
Other thing,
Yeah.
other quick thing, logistics. When they are catching up, because I don't know how the score was the whole time, but
Oh,
use the timeout.
yeah. Timeout was what we were gonna say.
If they get 3 points in a row.
Yeah.
they
When you're
come
that close to
away
winning,
from it,
and they go on the run.
just kill the momentum.
Yeah.
Okay,
Take a
great.
breather.
Here we
All right,
go.
let's go. Let's come out fired. Okay. Let's get a good start here. Yes.
That was Mountain View head coach Heidi Hoops coaching up her girls as we approach this third game, and that will decide the winner. It is 1-1 now. Skyline was able to force it to a third game, and we are awaiting a serve from Serenity Crunch-Nibble coming up now. And here we go. That was a diving save by Emery. Thought it was going to go over. Serenity saved it, but Emery wasn't expecting to have to hit that one again, as Skyline will get this first point. And here comes Avery Beckwith with the serve. That one sailing just too far over, back right of the court, giving the point to Mountain View. And we have a quick tie already. That one going just over the line from Serenity Crunch-Nibble, making it 2-1. Skyline leading once again. That one too hard again from Avery, making it 2-2 now. And here comes the serve from Emery Jones, or Emery Lee, excuse me. And some miscommunication there between the Skyline girls as Kristen was getting ready to spike it, but the ball sailed a little too far back, making it 3-2. That was a beautiful play there by Kristen, sailing it over to the other side. But Mountain View was ready to save it, and Kristen unfortunately bumped that one straight into the net, giving Mountain View the point, as it is now 4-2. That was a beautiful save there by Avery, and Kristen looked to bounce it over, but she tripped, unfortunately, giving the point to Mountain View once again, making it 5-2. Toro lead, as they are a third away from closing this one out after giving up the last game. That was Kristen just tipping it over, but Mountain View was able to save it. And it looked like we had another miscommunication by the Skyline Coyotes as the girls decide who was supposed to save that one. And it looks like we have a quick timeout here.
Yeah,
If you're just now joining us, we are in Mesa, Arizona at Mountain View High School at a beach volleyball game between the Mountain View Toros and the Skyline Coyotes. We are in a best of 3 series in pair play between Serenity Crunch-Nibble and Emery Lee of Mountain View, and Skyline's Kristen Beckwith and Avery Wiltbank. The Toro girls won the first one, but were unable to close it out in the second one, as Skyline won the second game, forcing it to 3. And so far, Mountain View has the upper hand in this one, as they are up 7-2 now. We are waiting for the judge, or excuse me, the referee, just to fix the court real quick. Make sure the lines are visible, and here we are again as Emery Lee will serve us off. That one was a little too hard, and Kristen looked to bounce it back to her teammate Avery, but it sailed way far out into another one of the courts, making it an 8-2 Toro lead now as they are halfway to closing this one out in the third game. That was Kristen with the quick bump over, and here comes Serenity trying to get us a spike or get the Toros a quick spike, but unfortunately hit the net, giving the point to Skyline, making it 8-3. As the girls will switch sides, and we will get a serve from Skyline coming up in a minute here. From Avery Wiltmake of Skyline. And that one just a little under from what she wanted it to be as it hit the net, giving Mountain View another point, making it 9-3 as they are up 6 and 6 away from winning. That one just got over to Kristen Beckwith's surprise, and that is another point for the Toros as they are 5 away from winning this one.
Yeah, I know. He's got like 10, 15 minutes. He's trying to use his battery. So I always want to come to you.
And that was another diving attempt from Skyline's Avery Wiltbank, and it was unfortunately unable to get it, making it 11-3. As Mountain View is looking to quickly put this one away, atoning for dropping the last game. That one just landing it again from Serenity Crunchnable, giving them a 12-3 lead as they are only allowing 3 and 3 away from closing out this last game. That was Serenity trying to tip that one back over, but she mistimed it as it hit the ground just in front of her, giving Skyline their first point in quite some time and a much needed one at that, as they are down 12-4 in this third game. That was Mountain View's Emery Lee trying to set that one up for her teammate, but it went straight into the net and straight into the ground as Skyline gets 2 quick ones here, down 7 in this third game. That was Emery once again trying to set up her teammate again, but to no avail, as Skyline has now shortened the lead here and is hoping to come back late in this third game. That time, Emery was able to set up her teammate as Serenity hit them with the mishap there, setting up for a spike, but just tapping it right over the net, giving them a 13-6 lead now. That was Avery Wiltbank hitting it just out of reach of Emery Lee, making it 13-7 now as they will switch sides here. And Skyline has gone on quite the little run here after dropping many points early on, but they've gotten 4 quick ones here as they try to climb back in this one, down 6. That was Serenity's spike just hitting the net. And there's Kristen with a little palm just over. And Emery hits that one just too far out, making the score 13-8. As Skyline is climbing back in this one. Let's see how the Toros respond. That was Serenity spiking that one right into the hands of Avery Wiltbank, but she was unable to contain it, giving Mountain View a 14-8 lead, and they are now one away from closing this one out. And here comes Serenity's serve. 1 point away from winning this game as she hits them with a short one, and Avery is unable to control it, and that will give Mountain View a 15-8 victory, closing out this third game, winning 2-1. Sorry for the technical difficulties there on our end, but we should be up and running now. If you're just tuning in, that was the second game we've covered out here. First game was between Mountain View's Katie Goodman and Zanya Evans, playing Carly Jones and Jada Wright, winning 2-0. And this second one was between Serenity Crunchnable and Emery Lee, beating Skyline's Kristen Beckwith and Avery Wiltbank. We are out here in Mesa, Arizona at Mountain View High School, watching some beach volleyball on a beautiful afternoon here in sunny Arizona. And we will send you to head coach Heidi Hoops as she talks to her girls following their 2-1 victory.
I feel like I wasn't too down, but
I wasn't too down either.
I was
but it was just
not winning.
I feel like
wasn't down, I was
back-to-back
just
errors and then, or like not back-to-back, but just like I feel like it, just frustrating things happened in a row almost.
Yeah.
So.
Image, they got positive in their head.
Yeah, they got some momentum. Momentum's everything. Yeah.
But then they came back.
Another great thing that can help with, you make a mistake, you're down or whatever, you're not is in your routine for serve, right? You have a routine. Is you have a word. When I was in high school, my word was beast, I think. It was either like beast or animal.
Ask Emma what her word is.
I don't have a word. I would breathe out. Before I would have the ball and then I toss and serve.
I tap it 3 times.
Well, I'm not asking what your routine is. I'm saying something you can add on to remind yourself to get you in the zone of I'm a beast.
It could even be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like to get you just in the mode of, okay, I'm gonna get this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not so you're not focused on.
Yeah.
I just made a mistake. Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna do my routine.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean? So that's just an idea.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Well, and if let's say maybe you feel more pressure when you go back to serve, your word can be calm too. Like I used to do a lot of visualization in college, and I would picture a calm lake with no ripples in it, and then I'd make my serve too. So that kind of stuff. Just whatever you need at that moment. Like if it's game point and you're okay, settle a little bit, you feel a little antsy, just knowing what you need to can help. Yeah. Anyway.
I'll think of a
job.
Yeah.
Good work on your challenges.
Okay.
That was head coach Heidi Hoops talking to her girls following their 2-1 victory. And we are getting ready for a third game here between Mountain View's Jordan Decker, the junior, and Emma Fishbeck, the sophomore, rocking number 1 and 11 respectfully. And we have Skyline's pair that we can't quite see from here at the moment, but we will get you those names shortly here. If you're just tuning in, once again, we are the Varsity Sports Show. I am Ben Munawera, and we are out here in Mesa, Arizona at Mountain View High School with some girls beach volleyball between the Mountain View Toros and the Skyline Coyotes. We are on game 3 overall, but the previous pairs we've seen so far are Mountain View's Katie Goodman and Zanya Evans beating Carly Jones and Jada Wright 2-0, and Just last game, we had Serenity Constable and Emery Lee from Mountain View beating Christian Beckwith and Avery Wiltbank 3-2 after they mounted a quick comeback in that one. And for Skyline in this match, sorry for the delay here, we have Brianna Anderson rocking number 3 and Sienna Hennessy rocking number 6, the junior and the senior. And as the girls are warming up for this upcoming game, we are going to send you guys to a commercial break, and we'll be right back here from Mountain View High School.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. With an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you. What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. With an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you. What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show as we are here in Mesa, Arizona at Mountain View High School, covering a girls beach volleyball game between the Mountain View Toros and the visiting Skyline Coyotes. If you're just tuning in now, we had two games before this. That first one between Mountain View's Katie Goodman and Zanya Evans, winning 2-0 versus Skyline's Carly Jones and Jaden Wright. That second game after that was between Mountain View's Emery Lee and Serenity Crunchnagle, beating Skyline's Christian Beckwith and Avery Wiltbank 3-2 after the Skyline girls forced a third game. Coming up now, we have another pair match between Mountain View's Jordan Decker and Emma Fishbeck, going up against Skyline's Brianna Anderson and Sienna Hennessy in this last game here. And in this time during the warm-up, we will cut to Coach Heidi Hoops.
Fire up, Jordan.
Good pass, Aubrey. Oh, shoot. Oh, I should have kept Zanya. Yeah, we do. Well, we got a trainer right there, but we also got...
That was Mountain View head coach Heidi Hoops, as she is actually getting ready to fill out her rosters for another game that they have, as they have back-to-backs with Perry High School showing up now, and they were supposed to start now, but we are still waiting on this last match to be concluded between the Skyline girls still here playing the Mountain View Toros. And it looks like our referee is painting over the sand on the court as we are getting ready to square off in this last match. So far, between the two games we've been here for today, folks, Mountain View has won 2-0 and then 3-2. So Skyline is looking to get one on the board here overall in terms of winning the match.
just showing in the little screen on the side, the transmitter.
And it looks like the Mountain View girls are getting ready to go here, as the Skyline girls are also ready. Just waiting on our referee to come back over here and get ready for this one. And here we go. As the girls will shake hands here, and we are getting ready to kick it off for our third game this afternoon. Mountain View girls overall have won 2 to Skyline's 0. The games we've been here for. And that was Brianna Anderson with the serve for Skyline, and a quick response from Emma Fishbeck of Mountain View to make the score 1-0 early on. There's Emma with the serve again. That one sailing over unexpectedly, and that one again sailing over unexpectedly, and that was Jordan Decker palming it back left to make the score 2-0 early on. That one landing just in bounds from Skyline Sienna Hennessy as she palmed that one just in front of the line, as the Toro girls weren't expecting it to make it, but it did. And we have a 2-1 game as Skyline is on the board now. That one just hitting the net on the back left side, or the left side, I shouldn't say back left of the net. That was Skyline Sienna Hennessy giving the point to Mountain View, as Mountain View gives one right back. 2 points off of bad serves here, making the score 3-2. And what a monstrous spike from the sophomore Emma Fishbeck gave Sienna Hennessy no chance on that one, making the score 4-2 now. And here comes Emma with the serve. Or excuse me, that was Jordan Decker. And there was Sienna Hennessy putting the ball on a spot where the girls couldn't get there. So it is now 4-3, Mountain View still leading. And the serve will be from Skyline's Sienna Hennessy, the junior. And another spike, this time from Jordan Decker, as the Skyline girls looked to make a save, and they had to dive just too far out of bounds onto the grass here. Point will go to Mountain View as Brianna tells her teammate Sienna, maybe don't go for those ones if it's looking like it's a little too far out of there. And it looks like she may have cut her arm, and yeah, it looks like she did, so it looks like she's going to get that covered up real quick as she dove onto the cement for that last one, giving her all. Unfortunately, she came away with a scrape or two. We will wait for her to get all patched up before we resume this game. And she's all taped up now, toughing it out with smiles on her face. You'd love to see that here, as safety is the priority here. And we will resume play right now with Mountain View's Emma Fishbeck serving us off. And there's Emma with another brutal spike. That's 3 for her now, making the score 6-3 Mountain View. And she will serve it up once again. There's Emma with the save and Jordan with the quick tap over, but Skyline was ready for that one, as that was Brianna palming it right back over. And here comes Emma with another quick short hit, and Brianna saved it once again. And there's Jordan with a spike that hits the net, but that was Sienna saving it, and Brianna hitting it back over as we had a little rally here, but Jordan Decker hit it just out of bounds, giving Skyline the point, putting them within 2 of tying this one up here. Some good quality saves on both sides here from that last point. And that serve from Brianna sailed just right out of bounds, giving the point back to Mountain View. They are now leading 7-3. And that was Emma with the little fist bump just over the net, getting cheers from her fellow girls on the sidelines, as Skyline wasn't ready to react for that one, giving them the point now, making it 8-4. And that was Sienna Hennessy getting Skyline right back on the board, giving them a 8-5 deficit now. And there's Jordan Decker with the quick palm over the net, as Skyline wasn't too close enough to react to that one as they switch sides here. The score is now 9-5 with Toros in the lead. And what a play there by Jordan Decker, blocking the spike. But Brianna was still able to get that one back over. And there's Jordan with the little pointer down the left side. And that one was coming in too fast for Brianna Anderson to react, giving them a 5-point lead now, winning 10-5 in this one. That was a good reaction play there by Mountain View's Jordan Decker, but she put herself in the right place but couldn't quite control the ball, giving the point to Skyline with a nice play by Brianna Anderson. As Brianna will serve us up once again as the Coyotes get themselves within 4. And Jordan looked like she was going to set it over herself, but actually set it up for Emma once again. And Emma nails it right down the middle. Too fast for the Coyotes to respond, giving them a 5-point lead once again, now up 11-6. And there's Jordan with another palm with that cannon. So far, this pair between Jordan Decker, the junior, and Emma, the sophomore, very hard hits. And Skyline so far has been able to react to most of them, but not enough of them, as the Toros are up 11-7. But that was Sienna Hennessy putting Skyline right back up on there, making it a 3-point game now. Here comes Sienna with the serve, toughing it out after she scraped her arm. And that one went just far out of bounds on the right, giving Mountain View another quick point, putting them up 12-8. That was a nice save by Emma, and an even better play by Jordan, who hit it exactly where no Coyote was present, making it 13-8. And we have a quick timeout here as the girls will get some water, and we will take you to head coach Heidi Hoops.
been able to watch this much.
It's been alright.
Well, the score's closer than I would have imagined.
What do you mean?
I mean, just a little. Guess they're not gonna come over here. Hey, girls.
Alright. Only thing I've seen so far is Jordan on our defense. They're kind of guessing right now. So I've been seeing you put all your weight on one side and move a little bit before they make their shot. So last 2 plays, when she hit angle, you put all your weight over here, you stepped over this way, she shot this way, and then you were too late. Does that make sense? So if you just waited half second, right? You would have had that one, I think. And then there was another play. I don't remember what happened exactly, but you did kind of the same thing. You kind of put one weight on one side until you kind of close. So that would be just one little adjustment. Have we gotten our challenge yet? You almost got it.
Nope. What's the challenge?
But I didn't block for a point.
Yeah.
I got
A block point is your challenge?
block a shot.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Okay. I will also accept if you just get a touch and you earn the point.
All right. Get it, girls. Air fives.
That was head coach Heidi Hoops challenging her girls, even though they're up in this one, as winning isn't winning until the game has been won. And that was a quick point there from the Toros, making it 14-8 now, excuse me. And here comes Mountain View's Emma Fishbeck with the serve. And that was Brianna hitting Mountain View, getting them the point. And here comes Emma off to serve again, up 6. That was a good play by Brianna, and Sienna hit it right back over. And here comes Emma with the spike, and Skyline had no time to react to that one. That one going to Mountain View as Skyline's Sienna Hennessy sailed that one just too far out of bounds, and we will get another serve from Emma Fishbeck. As she hits that one softer than expected, but Sienna was quick to react. And here comes Jordan Decker with another opportunity, and she gets it as both the Skyline girls looked at each other as the ball was falling. That was nearly a great play by Brianna as she tried to get the Toros to come up to the ball and hit it just short in the complete opposite direction, but the ball just didn't get over the net. And here comes Emma Fishbeck with another serve right to Brianna. And Brianna tips it just over the net, and Jordan Decker got set up as well and just hit it over the net. That one just getting over, but Jordan was ready and blocked it just back over, and Sienna was not able to react in time, as Mountain View has gotten 4 quick ones here. That was a nice spike there by Emma, but Sienna was ready to react, and Emma blocked it again as she took that challenge in that last timeout from Heidi Hoops, and she's given them a few points off of blocks. So Mountain View just won that first one as they have reset the scoreboard. Sorry for the delay on that on our end. As the girls will get some water and we'll get you to Heidi Hoops as she's talking to the ref right now.
So, and that can be on either court work. Because yeah, because the 2s and 4s, the girls have to leave early. So
4-6.
That was Heidi Hoops just talking to the ref there, getting ready for the next set of games they got to play against Perry High School, who is now here warming up on the far end, if you could see that. And so far in this match here between Mountain View's Jordan Decker and Emma Fishbeck and Skyline's Brianna Anderson and Sienna Hennessy, they are up so far 1-0 after winning that first one, and they are hoping to close this one out with another quick victory as they have to get ready to play Perry back to back. And if you're just tuning in, we are the Varsity Sports Show. I am Ben Munawera, and we are out here in Mesa, Arizona at Mountain View High School, where the Mountain View Toros have been hosting the Skyline Coyotes this afternoon. And we are in our third game today between Jordan Decker and Emma Feshbeck for the Toros, and the Coyotes' Brianna Anderson and Sienna Hennessy. And we are getting ready to serve off this second game of this match, as Jordan Decker will kick us off here. That was Sienna Hennessy trying to set up her teammate Brianna, but unfortunately it sailed too far left. And here comes Jordan Decker with the next serve after getting that first point. And that serve right to Sienna Hennessy, but Sienna again couldn't control that one after another fast serve by Mountain View's Jordan Decker. That one by Jordan was just too far to the right, going out of bounds, giving Skyline another point, or their first point of this match, excuse me, making it 2-1. That was a good reaction by Skyline's Sienna Hennessy, and Emma went for the block, but miscalculated it. But that's okay, as she set up her teammate Jordan Decker for the spike on the back right end, giving Mountain View another point. Another brilliant save there by Brianna, as Sienna was able to get it up and over after that. And Sienna went for the dive as Jordan Decker got that one over the net, just tapped it as Sienna was too far from that one. That one just got over into Jordan Decker's hands, and that was Brianna with the save. Sienna hitting it up and over, but Jordan pushes it right back. Toros are now up 5-1. That was a good reaction there by Brianna, as Jordan seemed to have blocked it, but Brianna was there just in time, but she wasn't there in time for that next one as Emma Fishbeck hit it completely in the other direction, giving Mountain View another point, making it 6-1.
I like your shots, but like when the ball's going up in the air, I kind of still want to get to first here.
The Mountain View girls here, Jordan Decker, Emma Fishbeck, looking to close this one out after winning the first game and not letting Skyline force it to go to 3. And so far, they're on pace to do so. That one just didn't get over the net from Jordan Decker, giving Skyline the point here, making it 6-2 as Sienna Hennessy will serve us off. That one didn't quite make it over again from Mountain View's Jordan Decker, giving Skyline another point here, making it 6-3. Here comes Emma Fishbeck with a straight spike right to Sienna, who bumps it up for her teammate. And Brianna couldn't quite get it, so Sienna had to clean it up, gets it over, and Jordan Decker couldn't make it in time, giving Skyline the point, making it 6-4. Skyline now down by 2. There's Sienna with the save. Brianna dove for it, got the save. Sienna gets it back over, but here come the Toros. As they barely tip it over, Brianna sends it back, allowing themselves to reset. But Jordan comes back with another spike. Brianna kept it up. Sienna did as well. And it's back in the Toros' possession. And now the Coyotes are looking to set themselves up here. That one didn't quite get over, but Jordan was there in time to save it. As we're going back and forth here now. Jordan tried to go for the diving save, but it was just too far out as Brianna hit it just where she needed it to. And after a good little rally there, Skyline ends up with the point, now within 1. That one landing just on the line in the back left corner for Skyline. That was Sienna Hennessy getting Skyline another point here. Making it 6-6 now as they have tied it up here. Skyline not going down without a fight here, as we've seen some good play this round, but it's been back and forth here overall as Skyline has adapted to the spikes now, keeping themselves in this one. Skyline got that last point again. And after a few turns of Skyline being ready for those, Jordan Decker's spike was too much for them on that one as they switch sides now, with Mountain View putting themselves back in front. That one hitting the net and couldn't quite get over from Sienna Hennessy, giving Mountain View the point once again. And what a dagger there from Jordan Decker once again. Sienna Hennessy went to go make the save, but couldn't quite get her arm underneath. Nonetheless, another dagger from Mountain View's Jordan Decker, the junior. And that one couldn't quite sail over from Sienna Hennessy as Mountain View gets another point. Jordan went for the block, but Sienna got it just by her, and her teammate Emma was on the other side, unable to get under that one. As we are now tied at 9-9 in this second game. And it looks like we had a miscommunication there by the girls from Skyline as that ball sailed just in between the both of them, putting Mountain View back in the lead, 10-9. Here comes Jordan Decker with the next serve here. Hoping to close this one out for the Toros. Sienna with the diving save, and Brianna had to clean it up because it just wasn't getting over. And there's Jordan Decker again, bouncing that one just out as the ball sailed over into the broadcast booth. And that puts the Toros up again, 11-9. There's Brianna setting up her teammate, but the Mountain View girls were ready and got it back over quickly. And there's Sienna tapping it, but the girls from Mountain View got there just in time. That was Jordan Decker, who didn't just get there in time, but responded and put it in the ground as Mountain View has put themselves up again, 12-9. And it looks like we're going to have another timeout here, and we'll send you to head coach Heidi Hoops talking to her girls.
Got some work, don't we?
Those are some tiring rallies.
First, they're reading well.
They are reading well.
Right? So we can't get frustrated if they're picking up balls, right? We just need to stay focused in those long rallies. I feel like, I don't know if it was like a conscious decision that you were going to put it over, or if you just kind of like checked out. You're like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't know if you remember that one play. It's a super long rally. You had a nice set. Jordan was ready to hit. You just kind of dinked it over. I don't know about that one, but okay.
I remember I optioned to the ones I did.
Yeah, I think it hit the tape and it went
So
over.
just remember long rallies like, hey, okay,
Gotta
just
dial in a little bit.
keep pushing it, and then the block on they're off hitting. They're just so low. You guys can literally just dump those down. I feel like so.
Yeah.
Maybe stay at the net a little bit more. Like
yeah. We having fun out there though? Let's
They're
have some
bouncing.
fun. Let's have some fun. Okay. Expect a long rally and love the game. All right. Here we go.
That was Mountain View head coach Heidi Hoops reminding the girls to have some fun as they have been winning overall today, and they are still up 1-0 overall in this game and 12-9 in this second game. As she mentioned, we've had some pretty long, exhausting rallies between these two girls as they've been keeping it up between each other, and it felt like any team has it at this point as Skyline got the point there, or excuse me, Mountain View got the point there. But these long rallies can go to anyone, so it comes down to whoever can get the most saves so far. That's what we've seen from these other games. That one just couldn't sail over from Brianna Anderson of Skyline, giving Mountain View another quick point here as they've gotten two quick ones out of that timeout, making it 14-9. This one only being the second game, so not 15 they need, but 21, as that one sailed out of bounds, giving the point to the Coyotes, making it 10-14. And we will get a serve from Skyline's Brianna Anderson. What a great save by Brianna and Sienna after that quick tap by Jordan Decker. And Jordan responds with a seeking missile that sails way out of bounds. But that was good reaction by the Coyote girls, Brianna and Sienna. That one went just underneath as Jordan tried to put it up, but it already went underneath and over, and she was unable to reach. Coyotes have gotten 3 quick ones now, and they've made it a 2-point game as they try to force it to 3. But let's see what the Toros do in response. And that was Emma tapping it over once again, and Brianna just couldn't get underneath it. The Toro girls in this game have been coming out with missiles. I mean, These spikes are something else. I know I wouldn't want to be on the under end of these. Props to these Coyote girls here with the saves and with the hits as Brianna gets that one just over the head of Jordan Decker, making it a 3-point game once again. Excuse me. Yeah, a 3-point game. Or excuse me, a 2-point game. Sorry, had that count wrong. And here's Sienna with the serve. Jordan sets up Emma. Emma spikes it, hits the net, and hitting the net gave it a weird angle that landed just between the Coyote girls, giving them no time to react to that one, making it a 16-13 game now as they are 5 away from closing out this game overall. If you're just tuning in, we are the Varsity Sports Show out in Mesa, Arizona, here at Mountain View High School, where the Mountain View Toros have been hosting the Skyline Coyotes this afternoon. And coming up after this, they have a back-to-back against Perry. But we are finishing up this game here between Mountain View's Jordan Decker and Emma Fishbeck, facing Skyline's Brianna Anderson and Sienna Hennessy. That was Sienna getting just enough on it and just out of reach of Mountain View's Emma Fishbeck, making the score 16-15, Toro leading still. But here come the Coyotes. That was a brilliant tap there by Jordan, getting it just out of reach as the Toros have been dictating where the Coyotes have been having to go, because there's always the fear of the spike, and they have just put that fear in them, so they are able to just hit it wherever they need to. Here comes Sienna, palming it just out of bounds there as the Toros looked like they knew it was going out of bounds, giving them another one, making it 18-15 as they are up 3 and 3 away from winning. And here comes Emma. And Sienna hit that one just too far away from Brianna, giving the Toros another quick one, making it 19-15. They are 2 away from closing this one out here this afternoon. That was Emma with the serve, Brianna with the save, and Brianna couldn't quite get that one over the net, giving Mountain View a 5-point lead, and they are 1 away from closing this one out. And here comes Emma with the serve, a jumping one at that. Just a little too much oomph on it as it went flying out where the fans are sitting, giving Skyline a point now, making it 16-20. And here comes Sienna Hennessy with all the pressure on the line. Match point, Toros. And here comes Jordan Decker, spiking it right into Brianna, who keeps it up, as does Sienna, and Brianna gets it over. And here comes Emma, spikes it right to Sienna, who saves it and gives herself a chance to hit it back. And the Toros recover, and not only do they recover, they score the point, making it 21-16, giving the Toros a 2-0 victory overall. That will be the 3rd victory overall between the Toros and the Coyotes today, winning matches from 2-0, 3-2, and 2-0 once again. We'll hit you with the coach Mike from Heidi Hoops talking to her girls post game.
I want to know what you guys think about the game.
First game was better.
First game better than the second game?
I think second set we kind of got on a run and just a little slow start. I think we started the first set well. It's just we usually reverse.
Wait, no, we started this one 6-1 though.
We
And then
did?
they came back.
Oh yeah.
7.
We kind of just got in a rut. Like
Yeah. Be able to get out of it. Yeah. Or I don't know if we ever did get out of it. But
Kind of did.
yeah. It's like we got a little bit out and then we just kind of, and then a little bit more.
yeah.
Okay. I guess, what are we gonna do from now till our next game, Perry? What are we gonna change? Like, how are we gonna start? Okay.
We'll be more consistent.
Do you feel like your sets were too off the net?
Well, they're just never
Too
consistent.
tight to
They're all
start.
different.
Yeah. That's fair. I feel like there was a decent amount of like tape shots, so I don't know if that was, more consistent sets maybe would help. Well, for both of you guys, honestly. But I think, how are we gonna start, like, right off the bat good?
That's Mountain View head coach Heidi Hoops talking to her girls as they get ready for a back-to-back against the Perry Pumas now. But that will be the end of our broadcast today. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been the Varsity Sports Show. I'm Ben Munawera. Today we had 3 games between the Toros and the Coyotes. That first one being between Katie Goodman, Zanya Evans for the Toros, and they beat Kristen Beckwith Carly Jones and Jaden Wright 2-0. That second game being between Emery Lee and Serenity Cronshnable, and that was against Skyline's Kristen Beckwith and Avery Wiltbank. They won 3-2. That last one that you just watched was between Mountain View's Jordan Decker and Emma Fishbeck, and Skyline's Brianna Anderson and Sienna Hennessy, and they won 2-0. Thank you again for watching. This has been the Varsity Sports Show. I'm Ben Munawera, and we'll catch you guys next time.